Hi there, I'm Dan Trottenchek.
And I'm Melanie Mao.
And you might be asking yourselves, who are these people and what are they doing here? What am I doing here? And maybe even where am I? Well, where you are is at the 2020 Retailer's Choice Awards for Hardware Retailing Magazine. And now you might be asking yourself, 2020, what's this all about? It's actually 2021. Well, the reason we're bringing it to you now is that the Retailer's Choice Awards in 2020 marked their 54th anniversary. That's right. Hardware Retailing Magazine has been doing the Retailer's Choice Awards since 1966, but you might be thinking, well, wait a minute, why didn't you talk about them in 2020? Well, in case you hadn't noticed, 2020 has been a little bit different than other years past, even in the entire 54-year history of the Retailer's Choice Awards. So what we did was we conducted the awards much like we normally do. To explain a little bit about what those awards are, the Retailer's Choice Awards are where we recruit actual retailers, yes, actual living, breathing retailers, to walk the floors of the National Hardware Show, and they find products that they find would be interesting or saleable in their stores. And they pick only the best products that they think really have sales potential, and we normally honor them during the National Hardware Show. Well, of course, last year, the National Hardware Show was virtual. So we still did the same thing, and we asked retailers to work the virtual show and select the products that they feel had the best opportunities for them to bring sales into their stores. And so that means out of all the products that are displayed at the National Hardware Show, only about 25 to 30 or 40 products are selected for this award. Because the National Hardware Show normally takes place in May, we decided, wait a minute, why don't we, Melanie? Why don't we just have these awards in May and we'll do the awards virtually in May? But the great thing is, with the National Hardware Show coming back live in October, there'll be a whole new set of products selected during the live National Hardware Show in October. So you might be saying, well, what does someone get from such a prestigious award? You're saying a lot of things, and I'm trying to answer your question because I hear that dialogue in my head. And I will tell you that the award winners get, well, of course, they receive the distinction of being selected among the thousands of products that are at the National Hardware Show for being singled out as something that holds unique potential for independent retailers. But they also receive tangible rewards as well. They receive a plaque that recognizes their accomplishment. They receive logos recognizing that their product as a Retailer's Choice selection. They can use these logos in marketing, advertising. We've even seen them on the backs of trucks running around. I'm assuming that the trucks were from product winners, but anything's possible with what you can download from the internet. They also receive coverage in Hardware Retailing Magazine. Yes, we have a special feature in the magazine that goes over all the winners of the Retailer's Choice Awards. So those are some of the tangible things you receive as a Retailer's Choice Award winner, and that is what we are all doing here today. And my co-host for the afternoon here is Melanie Mao. Melanie, why don't you tell us a little bit about the judges and who actually does the selecting of these products?
Sure, Dan. Yeah, you touched on all the necessary points here, but the crucial part of this program is that it is really retailer's choice. It is retailers that we've asked to participate in this program for 54 years and going. So in 20...
Not the same retailers for 54 years.
Well, you never know. Some of them may be eternal. But in 2020, since the National Hardware Show took place virtually, all of the judges for this year participated in the program virtually. So they explored the virtual show floor and selected the products that we're going to talk about today. So let's introduce today's judges. So the judges for this year's program are Cody Gepner from Blyle Co-op, Ted McDonald from Bolt's Hardware, Jackie Stocks from Round Tap Mercantile, and Franklin Cloninger from Triangle True Value Hardware and Rental. So big thanks to those people who participated and selected all these great products we're going to talk about today.
Yeah, it's something I always like to point out is these are retailers who take their time to volunteer to do this. Mm-hmm. And why we think this is a little bit different from any of the other awards programs that are out there is these are actually the people who are out there looking for products, and they're going to invest their own money in getting these products. So they really have a keen understanding of what will work in a retail environment and what might not work in a retail environment. So it's really unique in that the retailers themselves, not editors or not anyone else, are choosing these products. So it really carries a little more weight. And I always also mention that the judges volunteer their time because this is so important Independent retailers understand that getting new products to market is so important for them differentiating their businesses from other businesses that they want to not only be the first to recognize some of these exciting products on the market, but they also want to really kind of reward the manufacturers for thinking outside the box and doing things a little bit differently. Other than that, they're not really given any other instructions other than just go find stuff that you think will sell in your store. So a big thank you for the judges for volunteering their time for these efforts. I also, typically in the live presentation, one of the things I've done in the last several years is I take a selfie with the crowd. The selfie might not be quite as interesting because you would just see our teleprompter and you would see our producer, Kevin, instead of a roaring audience of people drinking beer and celebrating their victory at the National Hardware Show. So I might refrain from taking a selfie, but it might just, my need to be recognized on social media might just get the better of me, and I might click a selfie at some point during this presentation. But without further ado, that's French.
Yes, there is.
I was there that day in high school. Without further ado, we're going to move on directly to the winners of this year's Retailer's Choice Awards. Melanie, why don't you kick us off?
Yeah, so Dan, we've actually got some products right here. So this multicolored bottle system is it's a 3-step fertilizer kit by Dr. Earth Inc.
Dr. Earth, that was my favorite 70s jam band, Dr. Earth.
I wasn't born yet, sorry. But what this system allows you to do is set up your garden or whatever you're planting to grow successfully. So each kit comes with a fertilizer for 3 stages of growth, as well as a feeding schedule. So it really gives you all the information you need to put it together. Each fertilizer is 100% organic, contains no synthetic ingredients or GMOs, and it is made sustainably.
Fantastic. And before we move on, I almost forgot to mention the 4th member of our crew here. In fact, I did forget to mention the 4th member of our crew here. It is the official hands of the Retailer's Choice Awards. Thank you, hands. They will
big round of applause
for the hands. The reason we are having Hans as our assistant is 1, to hand us our props and our products, but 2, because if we actually feature their face on camera, we have to pay them. So we're just sticking to the hands for this go around. I think that's a union thing, Melanie, is that we have to pay them if we show their face. Mm-hmm. So big help from us giving us our products and handing the products off screen. Thank you, Hans.
So what Hans is coming with us next is an accessory that may help us introduce the next product. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough space in the studio today for the agriculture mats, Rubber King by Dynoflex. So these mats are non-vulcanized.
So non-vulcanized. So Dr. Spock, not Dr. Mr. Spock. Dr. Spock was an actual doctor.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Important.
It was an actual medical doctor, but a doctor.
So the mats are non-vulcanized and are manufactured without the use of oil solvents or other ozone-depleting materials. They're certified for the highest levels of indoor air quality, and they're 100% recycled. So they offer superior traction in any space where you have an agricultural experience. So your barns, your... or at Old McDonald's farm.
Yes. Copyright.
So they come with a 5-year warranty.
Yeah, fantastic product. And it's important to note, too, on a more serious note here, the booth is telling me that farm and ag actually is one of the fastest growing categories for independent retailers. And so this is a perfect product line to fit in all those rural locations. So, Hans, thank you for the use of your barn. We truly appreciate that. Yes, right out of the Taibo and kickboxing lessons. The next product that was one of our winners this year is the Perfect Bungee. And the Perfect Bungee comes to us from, the Adjusta Strap from Perfect Bungee is the name of the company. It's so perfect that I had to say it twice. And what these are different series of adjustable bungees that are very flexible. And I wish you could feel these because they're also very soft. And the nice thing is about these is that you see all these holes along there, and that gives you greater flexibility into how you could use the bungee and how you could use it in different situations. In fact, you can put multiple things in the bungee, but they're also very soft, so it won't mar or hurt any of the products that you're trying to hold with it. And they come in this really nice packaging that explains all of the benefits on the back and come in different colors and different strengths. And that is the Adjust-A-Strap multi-pack from the Perfect Bungee.
What are you going to use the bungees for, Dan?
Well, I think I've got a lot of things that I need to hold on to. The grandkids come over sometimes, and then keeping them in place, or just as you're walking around, hooking that so they don't run away or something. That might be a good use for the bungee, and they're really soft, so I think that would be good around the grandkids. Thank you very much, Hans. Next up,
I could really use a beer. We've been working hard.
I bet you could use a beer. And the next product is perfect if you're doing that. If you live in England or Europe, please disregard some of this where you enjoy warm beer. But our next...
Do I need a bottle opener?
I do have a party trick where I can open it with my teeth, and my wife will yell at me for it, but I will not do that on camera because she would yell at me for a long time about that. The next product is from Pi2Rad LLC, and I hope I'm saying that. But it is the air conditioner. And what you say, well, Dan, this isn't a can. Well, it also works on bottles. And what the air conditioner is, it's a handheld air conditioner that is also a drink koozie. And it's a powerful fan that moves air in a spiral way through this koozie, and it cools off any drink in a bottle or can, and it keeps it cool. And it's not just like the kind that you normally have while you're at the beach that's just kind of like that foam rubber that'll keep it cool for a while. This keeps it cool a long time. And if, like Melanie, you find yourself working with someone and you say, God, I need a beer, they can make sure that your beer is nice and cold. The air conditioner from Pi2Rad LLC.
So this is cool.
Yes. Looks like a bike frame. When I was a young kid, BMX. Is that what that is?
Yeah, no.
Okay, not at all.
At first blush, may not really know what we're looking at, but when you hear about it and you see it, you may think it's a pretty cool product. So this is the angle surface bracket, and it's designed to fit in those spaces where you may not otherwise be able to install a shelf or put like a bar to hang your winter coat. So if you have like an attic space or a finished room that just has those weird angled walls, this product has 25 different adjustment options. So you can fit it in those spaces and make use out of storage use.
That's very cool, getting the most out of your storage use. And I have lots of wardrobe that could use something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much. What is that?
Free Willy has joined us.
Willy, copyright. Kevin, you're going to get all these copyright references cleared for us, right? Good.
So Free Willy has joined us to talk about this really cool product called the Aqua Lily Pad. So the Aqua Lily Pad is a floating foam island that allows users to hang out, lounge, participate in water activities, which, Dan, I know that you were really looking forward to this summer. Water skiing, wakeboarding.
Well, and the one thing is I really wanted to demonstrate this product, but I needed a couple more weeks to get into bikini shape to be in the pool on the Aqua Lily Pad. So I appreciate Free Willy coming along to act as a stand-in. But now wait a minute. That's a stand-in. I'm not so sure I like that, Kevin. Why did we pick a whale to be the... never mind. Anyway, go ahead.
So the Aqua Lily Pads, they're made in the U.S. with cross-linked polyethylene foam, and they're designed for maximum durability. They're easily portable and require little to no maintenance. So these pads really make it an opportunity to spend a lot of time on the water.
Absolutely.
See you later,
Free Willy. Our next product comes from John Gibson Enterprises. Thank you, Hans. And this is the biometric fingerprint lighter. I'd love to show this to you, but for some reason our studio said that I can no longer, after last time, I can no longer light open fires in the studio.
They're childproof, so we did that on purpose.
Well, probably for the best. But what this is a really kind of cool idea. Obviously, fires can happen, and you want to protect your home and your surroundings from anybody, particularly children, getting a hold of something like a lighter and causing mischief with it. Well, this really solves that problem, is it actually has a biometric fingerprint. So only the person with that biometric fingerprint in there can actually use it. And obviously, Melanie has programmed it, so I cannot use it. What's really cool about this is it can literally hold over 100 different fingerprints. So let's just say you're having a party where a lot of people are going to be passing around something that you need to light. This would be ideal for that. Firewood, yeah, absolutely. Only in certain states. This would be ideal for it, but it's honestly we talk a lot about fire prevention and safety, and this is a product that is really right up that line and can really do a lot to keep your home safe. And it's really convenient. It's not like you just put your finger on there and light it, so it's not like some contraption that you have to use. Next up, we have, why I have, thank you, Hans, I have the Earth.
I have the moon.
But what is the one thing that we are missing? And that would be the sun. Right. You got it, Kevin. The sun. And our next product is from Solar Camp Technologies, and it is the Base Camp Off-Grid Solar Charger. And what this allows you to do is it has thin film, waterproof panels that is completely easy and safe to use outside. And it is a charger for all your electronics. So if you're getting out to nature and you really want to take in the birds and the trees and all that, but you just have to have your iPad, your computer, and your iPhone with you while you're taking in nature.
The only way to camp.
You would take, yes, it's camping. You would take this Base Camp off-grid charger with you, and it's bendable and flexible because it's that new generation of solar film, and it can charge all of your devices, and it's easy for you to take anywhere. It's foldable for easy storage, so you can stick it in a bag, take it wherever you might need to go, and take it into the wilderness. So that is the Base Camp off-grid solar charger from Solar Camp Technologies. Hands.
Well, Dan, when you return home from camp,
I'm filthy.
That's generally what I hear from your wife.
Yes.
So the next product we have is Dr. Bronner's 18-in-1 Liquid Castile soap. If you're familiar with the Dr. Bronner's brand, they have a whole line of all of these great soaps that you can use for literally anything, from your head to your kitchen sink. So this particular one is the Heal Soul line, and if you want to give it a quick whiff,
I thought this was going to be one of those internet things.
I could try.
That is right.
But this one is the peppermint soap. So really fresh, clean scent. And so basically what it comes down to is it's a simple and ecological soap formula. And you've got a lot of cool ingredients like organic extra virgin coconut oil, jojoba, hemp oils, and they mix it together with pure essential oils. So that's where you're getting that really clean scent.
Hemp Peppermint, one of my favorite songs from my favorite 70s jams.
Moving on. You know what they say about armadillos, Dan?
I know a lot about armadillos.
That surprises me.
But I know one thing they do say about armadillos, Melody. They say they're damn tough.
That's true. And the dual door cabinet from Armadillo Tough LLC is designed to make organization simple in garages, workshops, and other areas of the home. And it's heavy duty storage. 21 gauge steel, scratch and stain resistant, powder coated paint finish, protects the cabinets from everyday heavy use, which I know you probably need in your garage.
Yeah, and it's a good idea to store your tools and organize your tools inside the Armadillo Tough tool safe. Not such a good idea inside an armadillo.
No, I don't really think an armadillo would do much in that way. But
they are tough, damn tough.
They sure are. The adjustable steel shelves provide the flexibility to store items of all sizes, and the doors are fully lockable, so you can keep all of your critters from Narnia.
Fantastic.
And your
they're awesome
critters.
Absolutely.
So that is...
Next up, oh my gosh, we have another product coming in here, and the next product is... Oh, it's from Trimaco, and it is the Easy Mask Tape and Drape. Melanie, for some reason, said she wanted me to put this over my mouth, but I decided that I was not going to allow her to tape my mouth shut. But the Easy Mask Tape and Drape from Trimaco is for use in really all painting applications. Any application where you want to catch drips and overspray, the tape is applied along one edge with high density masking film. And this tape has a firm and unique coating that helps create extra cling, so it's really sticking to the surface, but without marring the surface. And it doesn't provide any kind of the bleed through that you would see in some of the less quality products out there. It has a unique coating, which helps keep it cling in windy conditions. So it's perfect for outside use and in spraying applications. Just a great product, the Easy Mask Tape and Drape from our friends at Trimaco. Next, oh my goodness.
Hans.
Hey there, what have we, Hans? Why, it's a little princess handing us chickens. Well, why would she be handing us chickens? That's because it's interesting because we do talk about, through all the foolishness, we talk about some of the trends that we're seeing out there. And one of the trends, and you'll see more of them emerge with the other winners, but one of the trends is I would make a Robert Conrad reference, but like only 8 people out there would get about the old battery on the shoulder.
I got nothing.
But one of the trends that we saw in this year's awards was there were a lot of kind of ag-related products out there, and the next one certainly fits into that. This comes to us from the Over Easy Chicken Coop LLC, and it is actually not this chicken specifically. But it is their large chicken coop, and this is made in the United States by Amish-trained craftsmen, and it's constructed out of heavy-duty wood. So whether you live in the South, where there's high humidity and heat, or in the North, where sub-freezing temperatures and snow can be a problem, this chicken coop can be used outside in either cold or hot climates, and it assembles in less than 30 minutes, and all you need is a screw gun. And the truth of the matter is that chicken coops aren't just like a rural thing anymore. There are more and more folks that are doing urban gardening, and this is an ideal solution for that. So not only does this represent a trend with some of the ag products we're seeing, but it also mirrors that trend of people getting more involved in hobby farming just about wherever they live.
All right. So over the last year, a lot of people have been spending a lot more time in their yards and making
this is a heavy one,
fire pits and, just kind of making the most of their home. And this tool is really handy. It is the Cabin Kindle Quick Firewood Splitter by Cabin by Mason Tops Inc. So this cool contraption, you can put the log here, and then you take the axe, and it just helps make splitting logs a lot easier so you can light that fire faster.
I'm speaking of lighting that fire. I'm thinking that we're filming this just before Mother's Day, this would be a great gift for my wife. It would make her log splitting duties a lot easier around the house.
I'm sure she really appreciates that, Dan.
I did give her a composter one year for Valentine's Day.
Okay. Well,
we're still married, 30 years old.
So the Kindle Quick is made of all-weather coated cast steel, and it can be used anywhere and anytime. Comes with easy carrying handles and pre-drilled bolt holes for optional mounting. So if you have a space outside where you always go to split the logs, this can stay right there.
The cool thing about this, too, is it's also a much safer option. Instead of actually trying to hit it on top with an axe when it can flip out or anything, you put it here and hit it with a hammer, and this does the splitting down here. So it's a little bit safer alternative. Splitting the wood you need. My gosh, it's heavy too.
It is. That's on purpose.
But what just happened?
Oh, well, Dan, I think we have some lighting problems in the studio.
If only we had a way to control a light in a more effective and efficient way.
You know what may help us with that next time is the LED linkable shop light from Coda. It's a motion sensor and remote controlled smart shop light solution for any personal or workspace. So you can install up to 6 shop lights and connect them to a single power source. And the lights feature advanced motion sensing technology and energy efficient LED, which offers 4,600 lumens, which is quite bright. And there are customizable settings that includes a remote control and multiple installation methods. So again, that is the Coda linkable shop light.
Oh, why, thank you, Hans Mermaid. What is one of the oldest idioms around there? And it is about, if you build a better mousetrap, they will beat a path to your door. And the catch-all multiple catch mousetrap, now that is a mouthful. I thought oldest idiom was hard, but multiple catch mousetrap is tough too. From Kness Manufacturing. The Kness catch-all, it's actually a live capture trap. And so you're catching all the varmints live in here. And it's one of the things that's nice about it is you can use it in areas where you have pets or children because there's no harmful chemicals and it doesn't require any bait. So it's safe to use really in anywhere. It's efficient, often capturing multiple mice in one go, and it automatically resets after every catch. So the folks at Kness have actually built a better mousetrap, and particularly this time of year when you're going into the springtime and all those varmints and stuff, or in the fall when all those varmints are coming in from the outside. It's a very humane, safe way to catch and capture mice. I think can I do one more tongue twister as part of this? Catch and capture mice and other rodents and safely release them without harmful chemicals. Next up, I thank you, Hans. We have the portable telescoping stool from Ningbao Leisun Import and Export Limited. And what this is this. I think our prop master got this a little wrong. This is a stool if you look at it through a telescope, but what we have is actually the Ekboo's portable telescoping stool. And it is what it says, it's a stool with telescoping legs, and it's adjustable from 2.4 to 18 inches in height. So if you have to sit down low and do a project, or if you have to sit up high like Melody and myself are doing right now, it can be used for any of that. It's lightweight and compact enough to place in luggage. So if you're going to go somewhere when we're going places again and you want to put it in your luggage so you can have a stool to sit while you're in the airport or sit if you're going to be at an event, a ball game or something, this is perfect for that. It's constructed out of heavy-duty ABS plastic. It has a maximum load of 350 pounds. It's suitable for indoor and outdoor use, including things like camping, fishing, and just about anything. So while this might be what it would look like through a telescope, it actually has telescoping legs, and that is our telescoping stool winner.
One thing that we always need, at least we've more frequently needed over the last year, is a different kind of hand wipe.
That's for sure.
So Ride-Off Wipes from Donzi Enterprises is this great wipe that comes in several different types of packages. So you have the single pouch, and we also have the extra large wipes in the pack that are water-saving, eco-friendly, and they also smell like lemon. So, Dan, I had you smell the soap earlier, but we're going to have to open up one of those because I don't have a knife.
There you go. We just twist that. There you go. That's very lemony. That's very nice. And so, if you're doing gardening or working on the car or whatever it is, you just take these out and wipe off your hands, and it gets you nice and clean. And the nice thing about this, too, that I just noticed is the lid turns and locks. So you don't, once you open this pack, they don't dry out after a couple because the lid never quite sits down again. And for some reason, they were handing on a beautiful multicolored pillow to us. Thank you, Hans.
Only the best pillow for those wipes. Only the finest
pillow for Ride-Off wipes. Our next winner comes from our friends at Simpson Strong Tie. It is their quick stick rafter and truss fastening system. And I think Melanie gave me all the difficult things to say quickly. But the quick stick rafter and truss fastening system provides contractors with a versatile solution that makes fastening rafter and truss connections easy, safe, and simple. It's designed to work with SDWC truss screws and creates a safe, reliable solution. The quick stick drive screws overhead from a standing position without the use of ladders. So again, it's not only a simpler way to install trusses, but it's a safer way to do it. You might have noticed we've had a small change of scenery, but nothing else has changed other than we've changed what's in front. Well, actually, hold on a second here. We've changed what's in front of us. This is our next winner, and it is the Smart Fold Portable Workbench from Costco. Now, this is an industrial-strength steel-framed workbench with locking casters, and what's really kind of cool about this, too, is that it comes in 3 different top options, including this lovely butcher block, but you could also have it with other tops, and you can move it around to wherever you need to butcher meat or work on tools and projects. It is the Smart Fold Portable Workbench from Costco.
And what have you got there?
Thank you, Hans. These are some of my resistance bands for doing my yoga. I mean, if anybody follows me on Instagram, the one thing that they know is I am a big proponent of aqua yoga, and if only there were products that could help me with that. Melanie.
If there's one reason I don't follow you on Instagram, that would be it. But I do have a product that would probably help you, Dan, and that is the SolFit Aquatic Fitness Yoga Mat from Solstice Water Sports and Swimline. So this yoga mat, Dan, if you can imagine it, floats on water and is rigid enough so you can do all of your yoga positions and exercising, standing up, laying down, all of the different ways yoga happens. So there's
what are the other ways that yoga? Well, I'm sorry.
The yoga mat features a tracked pad for comfort and a rigid high-pressure drop stitch construction. There is a tongue twister that I gave myself. There are 5 reinforced neoprene handles for easy transport and resistance band attachment points.
Well, keep watching my Instagram. You might see me on one of those aqua pads doing my aqua yoga.
Guess what, Dan? There's also a GoPro mount on the front. So
wow, it's like it's made for me.
We will see Instagram reels from you doing aqua yoga in the future on your yoga mat from Solstice Water Sport.
Oh, there we go. What is that?
Thanks, Hans. Well, Dan, this is the Spider Tool Holster. So this cool little device has a clip on the back for you to clip onto your belt, just like you would, or your tool belt, whatever. And it has this neat strap where you can attach any tool into it. And then it has a quick release that you can use with one hand. You take the tool out, use it, and then just flip it back in.
Because normally I have my big leather phone holder on my belt.
Right. This would be better for you to,
well, that's
easy access screwdriver. Sorry, it's not the drink kind.
So the Spider Tool Holster, and from my understanding, no spiders are harmed in the creation of this product.
I cannot confirm or deny.
Right. Well, thank you, Hans. Yet again, what have we here? We have sunscreen and sunglasses
Thank
here,
you.
and well, I guess this is another one of the trends that we kind of saw develop. I'm supposed to put the sunglasses on, but that creates a problem because I cannot read without these glasses. But I should have brought. I have this same pair in prescription, and I should have brought those along.
The unicorns are good luck for you.
I was short-sighted on that. Our next product comes from Solar Camp Technologies and is the Solimpic Hue. And much like the product we featured earlier, this is a special solar collection device that is half the size of other solar chargers. It weighs only 10 ounces. And it folds up to 8.9 by 8 inches, very specific. It uses a thin film that are 100% flexible, and it comes in bright colors for great visibility. So it's perfect for taking to the pool or the beach or any place you might want to be where you're going to be out in the sun and you still need to charge your portable electronic devices. The best part is they're also waterproof and shatterproof and shock resistant and even childproof. So it's ideal for those beach trips or those family vacations where you need to charge up. There we go. Now I can see it. There we go.
We can take our sunglasses off. And
oh my gosh,
hands.
My goodness, what is this? This is actually the Mitigator Fire Mitigation Tool. The Mitigator, also my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie from the 1980s. And it comes to us from the Mitigator LLC. And what this is kind of a combination. I'm scaring Melody with this. It's a combination kind of rake pitchfork, and it clears the ground fuels down to the dirt. So if you have an area that's got a lot of trees and you get the pine needles that fall out and so on, you know that you have to make sure that land is well tended so you don't have that tinder there in case a spark should catch and you really want to mitigate any kind of potential for fires. Well, that's what the Mitigator can help you with. You can go around and quickly scrape up and pile up any of that kind of loose material that might be on the ground. And it's ideal for homeowners, or if you're using it around property management or anything like that, it is the Mitigator. And it comes to us from the Mitigator LLC. Thank you, Hans.
Well, Dan, I'm going to put my sunglasses back on.
Oh, I got rid of my sunglasses.
Well, your loss. So,
thank you.
Hans is always there for us.
Since I don't have to read this one, I can just go with my non-prescription sunglasses.
still a good look. I
Those
love
look actually kind of cool on you.
the mirror. Yeah, maybe they can see Kevin in your eyes.
Oh yeah, that's kind of cool.
So the next product is the Shade Sail from Hendy Production Products. So the Shade Sail is one of those things that when you go to the playground with your grandkids, and they're the big shades that kind of give you some time away from the sun. So when you have the Shade Sail, you actually don't need shades. So
unless you just want to look cool.
Yeah, absolutely. So there are multiple color options. So this product is really adaptable, and you can dress up an outdoor garden center, park, business seating area. So you get that additional level of sun protection. Don't forget your SPF.
Absolutely. It's better safe than sorry.
All right.
Wow.
Thank you.
What's this trash bag with a decidedly conspicuous corporate logo on it?
Dan. Dan, are you done with your drink?
Yeah, I'm done with my drink. I just usually toss these into the back of my car, and it's piled up to the ceiling, and I, that's...
Well, Dan, maybe you can keep your vehicle a little cleaner with the Tidy Hook Auto. So I can go ahead and take care of that for you. And we will talk a little bit about the Tidy Hook. So it's actually an accessory that attaches to your headrest supports. So you can have a trash bag anywhere you need it when you're on the go. And it actually comes with bags. So you don't have to use your plastic grocery bags. You can start carrying reusable bags to the grocery store. So the bags are made of durable, heavy-duty plastic. They're leak-proof, tear-resistant. So even if you don't finish your drink, you're not going to make a mess in your car with the Tidy Hook Auto.
A lot better than tossing it out the window.
It really is. Yeah. That takes care of the whole product list.
We'll just wrap it up, I guess.
Yeah.
I had planned a banjo solo for the end, but Hans forgot my banjo. And so I guess there's going to be no banjo solo this year. But I am going to go ahead and get my, because if anybody knows me, they know that I'm all about social media. So I am going to go ahead and get my, which button is it I push for a photo? Here, I'll get my selfie with the group this time that we do.
Just hands.
So thank you, everybody, for supporting us and for what's been a rather challenging year for everybody. And we look forward to being back with a live Retailer's Choice celebration later this year at the actual live and in-person National Hardware Show in October. And a last word, and I'll be serious here for a second. Thank you to all the manufacturers. I know it's been a very challenging year for you as well, trying to figure out how to keep stores supplied and to also continue to introduce products to the market space in what's been a very difficult year for running businesses as normal. So we all look forward to getting back to normal, and we look forward to seeing everybody at the National Hardware Show in October.